August 17th marked the first day of school for the students of Alice Buffett Magnet Middle School. It was a welcome back for some, and for others it was the first day at a new school. On August 29th, the annual PTO fundraiser began. This year, students were challenged to sell as many chocolate bars as possible. Flavors ranged from caramel to wafer. As always, the event was a success, earning the Buffett PTO a lot of money to support our students and teachers. On August 30th, Buffett hosted an open house. Many students and parents came out to meet the teachers, administrators, and to see what exciting things were planned for the year. The event was a way to make families comfortable at Buffett and to kick off the school year the right way. August 11th was Buffett Orientation Day. This is where students in all grades came early to our building to find their classes, put money in their accounts, buy Buffett gear, get their school pictures taken, and more. When you have a school of over 1,000 students, it is sometimes hard to feel like a connected group. That is why during the first weeks of school, a company called Team Concepts hosted many team building activities for the 5th and 6th graders. They were brought out to the football field to participate in fun team building activities and challenging obstacles.
The first major event in September was the 8th grade field trip to Ralston on September 2nd. During the assembly, students heard shocking and sad stories that discussed the importance of preventing bullying. Audience members said that the lessons learned during the event had a big influence on their daily lives. Also happening during the event was map testing that started on September 6th. The map test is something taken early in the school year to predict the scores of your NISA test. The results are then used by our teachers to better focus on certain standards. September 7th was the official kickoff toward 2016-2017 athletic school year. This is the date that the first home event was held for our school. The sport was cross country as the team took on many other middle schools. The month of September was also the start of a brand new sport for our students. On September 27th, Mr. Heber held the first lacrosse meeting. During the meeting, students in all grades met to discuss the new sport and to learn about what it takes to compete. The final event on September was the staff tailgate on September 30th. This tailgate is held by Dr. Ortega to honor the staff for all their hard work. It took place during the JV2 football game and was catered by Hy-Vee. Staff were able to enjoy hamburgers and sides while watching some football.
On October 10th through October 14th, boograms were sold by NJHS. This annual event allows students to send caramel apple suckers to their friends for only $1. They are then delivered to their friends and students during student-led conferences. It was a nice way to give friends a yummy treat and a kind note. On October 4th, the 5th and 6th graders performed a concert under the direction of Mrs. Bullerkirk. The concert was held in the cafeteria during the evening. It was a product of many hard weeks of work for students in her classes. The beginning of fall also means it's the beginning of flu season. On October 25th, Nurse Boyer offered flu shots in the community to teachers, students, parents, or anyone else who wanted to come. The event was held to prevent the flu and to keep the students and staff healthy and in school. October 14th was a very special day for the varsity football team. On this day, they won their very first city championship. They faced off Lewis and Clark and won with a final score of 35-14. The varsity team was coached by Mr. Luters and Mr. Coulter. October was full of musical performances. On the night of the 25th, Mr. Miller and the 5th and 6th grade strings held a concert in the gym. The theme of their concert was outer space. This included songs from Star Wars, Star Trek, and more.
Here in the United States, November was election month. Buffett decided to participate as well. On the 7th, our school held its own election where students voted the president and many other officials. All the votes were counted and Hillary Clinton and Brad Ashford won the student vote. After each student voted, they were given a classy "I voted" sticker. Before teachers were let out for Thanksgiving break, they spent a day learning from Caitlin Tucker. She is a national speaker on blended learning. That's when teachers mixed traditional teaching styles and technology. During the presentation, teachers learned about using station rotations, how to provide digital feedback, and more. For many students, the best part of November is Thanksgiving break. Students were given 5 days off of school to spend time with their families and be thankful, not to mention eat tons of pie. This was the first extended break of the school year, and we're sure students had tons of fun. November 1st kicked off our Buffett drama season as the theater department presented The Princess and the Pea. This play is about the classic fairy tale where a princess is tested to see if she is truly royalty by sleeping on multiple mattresses concealing a pea. And it was definitely worth seeing. It was followed by a cast and crew party on the 11th, where kids ate Oreos and showed their extra. On November 13th, students, parents, teachers, and families had the opportunity to go to Sky Zone for a fun PTO family event. Although Sky Zone is usually a place for kids, the building was filled with people of many different demographics. Students in all grades flocked to Sky Zone for a fun evening getting to know their peers.
For 8th graders, choosing where to go to high school can sometimes be a difficult decision. On December 2nd, the school gym was full of representatives from all different OPS high schools. They were able to meet with students, talk about the different things they offer, and to make decisions a little easier. The Buffett Spelling Bee took place in our school library on December 7th. In this exciting event, the best spellers from each grade competed against each other to figure out who would be named spelling champion. 8th grader Jordan Martin won the event and was then invited to the City Spelling Bee, where the best spellers in Omaha came to compete. He then actually won the Metro event, making Buffett very proud. December means the end of winter sports for athletes of Buffett. The one event here that stood out was the boys basketball team, winning the city championship on December 19th against the Davis Aviators. They dominated the game, winning 61-43. However, what really made this event special was that it was their third city championship in a row, officially earning the three-peat title. After a long semester, winter break finally came on December 23rd. It was a 2-week break for students and staff. During the days off, and a lot of important holidays were celebrated, including Christmas, Kwanzaa, and Hanukkah. School resumed January 9th, and it was a B-Day.